Yeah, let's actually sit upright for now. Yeah, you're already halfway there, Buster, so I didn't have to go too far. Yeah, we won't be upright too long.
Oh, you got the smaller ball.
Yes, yeah, Buster got that for me. Thank you. Yeah, I was amazed at how big the other one was. So once you're here, just kind of coming into a little bit of centering. So inhale, roll shoulders up, and then exhale, roll them back. So keep your eyes closed and drop your shoulder blades down, yeah? This is where I kind of miss props underneath the hips. So think about these oppositional movements, because a lot of yoga postures are all about opposites when you think about it, yeah, which is really good for the bones, which is why there's so many yoga for osteoporosis and things like that. It's healthy bones. So right now, just really thinking very simply about grounding down into the floor, but at the same time lifting up through the crown of your head, so your spine has this nice extension. And I'm thinking about from shoulder to shoulder, this nice width across the collarbones. And just kind of seeing if there's a sense of ease in the breath. And slowly starting with your neck, chin towards your chest, and just move your head a little bit more side to side, releasing through the shoulders, releasing through the neck. And right ear next to your right shoulder. So a couple of options. You can cradle the right side of your head. I found this a little bit more easy. Or if you prefer, right fingertips right above your left ear. So that little bit of a weight might feel good to you. So do whatever that's the most supportive to you at this moment. And then left arm can slowly lift up and down. It can reach back and forth. If you do have your head cradled, you can lift your chin up slightly, and this opens it up a little bit. Then when you're ready, chin towards your right armpit and bring your right hand on top of your head. And then pause here. Again, you can release your fingertips down onto the floor, or you can continue to move. Gently release chin towards your chest, and then move your left ear next to left shoulder, and then same story here. You can cradle the side of your head or have your fingertips rest slightly above your right ear. Left, now right arm can slowly lift up and down if you want. Yeah, you can even do this little bind too that makes things feel a little bit better through the collarbones. And then when you're ready, drop your chin towards your left armpit and maybe left hand on top of your head. Same thing, the top arm, circle, do anything here.
And slowly drop your chin towards your chest, interlace your hands and bring your hands behind your head, elbows in towards the side of your head, and gently just move a little bit side to side, opening up into the entire back. Yeah, and yeah, exactly. You can just do little twisty like movements here too if that feels a little bit better. Yeah, so any sort of small movements. And then this next inhale, you're gonna lift, chin up, chest up, widen across collarbones. And then exhale, just doing little tiny cat-cows. And slowly as you lift right back up, release your arms right back down. So have your fingertips slightly behind you. Lift your chest up and exhale, gently release your head back. Yeah, moving a little bit side to side. Nice. I recommend doing this simple posture at least once a day during the colder months. And then slowly, as you come right back up, let's extend your right leg out. Yeah, left leg can drop in. So flex or point your toes, reach your arms up. Yeah, and continue with the side bend here. So a couple of options. You can A, bring your hand behind your head and drop your elbow down and up. You can start to circle your top arm. Okay. C, you can do a little bit more through the needle. Or option D, you can do all of the above. And slowly as you lift right back up, gently come into a little bit of a twist. So right hand onto your left knee, lengthen, and then gently twist from the rib cage. Perfect. And then from here, you can slowly start to shake your head. And then slowly as you come back center, let's come to Gardasana. Bring your left elbow over your right. Either give yourselves a big hug or come into full eagle pose and start to move a little bit side to side. Nice. Unravel, bring your left hand behind you, right arm out in front of you. So A, you can just stretch out right here. It's a really nice place to be. Or B, yeah, you can lift your hips up. Yeah, stretching out into the hip flexors. Great. Just not as comfortable doing this. And then as you exhale slowly, release right back down. Yeah, and then just switch your legs. Got it? So from here, inhale, you're gonna come right back up and exhale, side bend. Again, whatever variation that feels right to you. Okay. then whenever you feel ready, you just come into this little twist, bring your right hand behind you, left hand onto your right knee, and then slowly you can just start to shake your head. Yeah. And just remember, you can always hold it at whatever position that feels the best to you. Sometimes I like that little double spiral of looking over your, in this case, your left shoulder. But slowly as you come right back center, right? Bring your right elbow over your left. So either give yourself a big hug or come into full Dardasana. Just move a little bit side to side. And gently as you unravel, bring your left hand behind you. Yeah, and then maybe, nope, switch. The right hand behind you as your left arm lifts up, and then, yeah, option to lift your hips up if you want. Perfect. Yep. Then as you exhale, slowly settle right back down. So a couple of options. One, you can draw the soles of your feet together, knees apart, or legs extended, lengthen through the spine and then hinge forward. So you don't have to hinge forward too much. So whatever that feels the best to you here on your low back or your outer hip. Soles of your feet together, knees apart, gets you a little bit more in your outer hips. Yeah, moving a little bit side to side. And then just as slowly as you come right back up, cross your ankles and then roll over your shins and just come into hands and knees, the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then inhale, chin up, chest up, one across collarbones. Exhale, open up right in between your shoulder blades. And slowly as you come right back center, slide your right knee back just a couple of inches and then slide your hips all the way back. So as far as it feels comfortable here, so it's going to be a little bit more of a lopsided child's pose. Great. So you're opening up into kind of one side of the back. Exactly. And if you want to walk your hands over slightly more towards the left to get a little bit more open into your upper body, that's always an option too. And then slowly you're going to come right back center. And then as both knees come centered. Oh,
Do you have room for another?
yeah, I do actually.
Perfect.
Yep. All right. Back there. Work forward. And bring your left knee back. And then same thing. Yeah. Coming into this nice little lopsided position.
So again, feel free to walk your hands over towards the right. Just as slowly as you come right back center, set your knees side by side. And then now just slide back into a child's pose, hips all the way back. And you can draw your knees far apart too. That feels a little bit better. So forehead all the way down to the floor. Yeah, just remember, University of the Ten pose, right? And then just as slowly as you right back up, knees side by side. Let's extend your right leg straight back. Dig the ball of your foot down. You can just push back and forward, push back and forward. Just stretch out into the entire back of your leg there. Okay, and then slowly as you come back center, let's slide your right leg straight out to the side. So your right big toe is going to line up with your left knee, and you're just going to move a little bit side to side. Perfect. Yeah, because I just kind of briefly want to come to the warrior alignments. And then slowly bring your left hand underneath your face, maybe your right arm reaches up. Forward hand on your hip. Good. And then slowly as you release your arms down, walk your fingertips forward, and then just slide your hips back a little bit, just opening up into the inner thighs. So option to flex your right toes up towards the ceiling if you want. So you don't have to go too far with this. So slide your hips back. Yep. And then I'm going to slide your front foot forward just a tiny bit more. Yeah, so your right big toe's in line with the left knee. Yep. There we go. And then slowly as you come right back up, yeah, walk your hands back. And this time, what you're going to do is you're going to turn your right toes towards the brown boxes, bend your front knee, and really ground down into your front foot. Yes, that's it. So you don't want your toes to ever turn in. You want to have them straight out. Reach your arms all the way out. And you're now in this modified warrior two. So from here, if you want to kind of deepen this a little bit, you can kind of go forward and then slide away, forward, slide away. Yeah. So just go in small little increments. And then slowly, as you come right back center, what you want is ankle right above your, or right below your knee. Yeah, exactly. And then from here, lean forward. This front forearm comes slightly above the front knee. Top arm reaches up. Good. So there's a sense of your inner thigh kind of spiraling back towards the basketball courts. And then long inhale as you lift up, you're just going to reverse. So reach the top arm towards the ceiling. Great. Slow inhalation lifts you right back up. Bring your right heel back towards the basketball courts. Bring both hands down. And your right leg is going to go behind the left. And you're going to look over your left shoulder. And then pause. Yeah, there we go. So that kind of opens up a little bit more into your right side body. Yeah, changing it up just a tiny bit. And then slowly you're going to come right back center, set both knees side by side, and you're going to extend your left leg straight back. You're going to dig the ball of your foot down. You're going to push back and forward, push back and forward. Stretch out into the sole of your foot. There we go. And you might feel the side might be way tighter or way less tight. Okay. And then just as slowly, you're gonna slide your left leg straight out to the side. Left big toe in line with the right knee, and you're just gonna move your hips a little bit side to side. Not gonna demonstrate so much on this side. I'm kind of favoring it. Yep. Yeah, and then let's come into a little bit of a twist. So right hand underneath your face, left arm reaches towards the ceiling, or your left hand on your hip. Good. Just go as open as it feels okay to you at this point, yeah? And then as you exhale, bring both hands down, flex your left toes up towards the ceiling, slide your hips back a little bit, and you don't have to go back too far, and then walk your hands forward a little bit. So now you're just gonna stretch out into the inner thigh, yeah? And then slowly walk your hands back towards you. Long inhale lifts you up. And now you're going to turn all 5 toes towards the side mirror. So hands on your hips. And yeah, exactly. You can kind of lean forward and away, lean forward and away. There we go. So just kind of stretching out into kind of a different area of the inner thighs here. And then slowly when you're ready, come right back center. Please have your knee right above your ankle. Yeah. Good. So from here, you're going to reach out, and then this front forearm comes slightly above the front knee, top arm reaches up. Perfect. And then gently reverse your warrior. Left arm reaches up, a little bit of a side bend. Perfect. Continuously push down into your front foot. And then slowly as you lift up, bring your left heel back, both hands right back down, and then bring your left leg behind the right. And then you're gonna look over your right shoulder. And then slowly as you come back center, both knees side by side, really briefly. Again, let's come into a little back bend. So make a fist, elbows in, lift your chest up, exhale, release your head back towards the ceiling. So your elbows are kind of pulling towards each other. And then just as slowly as you come right back up, bring both hands down, wrists underneath shoulders, fingertips spread wide, and then come into your down dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips up and all the way back, and start to straight out your heels, shake out your head. So have your palms spread wide so you can have a little bit of space and opening into your hands as well. So let's draw your feet about mat width apart and just have a little more opening into the hips. And you can move your hips a little bit more side to side if you prefer. Great. All right, and then walk your hands a little closer towards your feet. So maybe halfway down the mat, and then just pause right here. You can stay here, just a little bit of shorter down dog, or bring your right hand towards your left ankle. This kind of depends on how tight your hamstrings are. So if you need to walk your hands all the way to your feet, please feel free to do so. Yeah, you're opening up right in between shoulder blades. That's it. Good, yeah, you got it. And then switch your hands. Yeah, and then slowly bring both hands towards your feet. And now you're just going to hang out here. So soften up your knees. If you feel more comfortable drawing your feet a little bit closer towards each other, definitely feel free. And just move a little bit side to side. So you're trying to free up your low back and your neck a bit more, so keep your knees soft. And then slowly hands above or below your knees. Inhale halfway up, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, forward fold. Yeah. And then long inhale, keep your knees soft. Sweep all the way out and up. Palms come together, trace the midline. I'm just gonna do a little bit of shoulder work here. So interlace your hands, flip your palms forward, chin towards chest open, right in between the shoulder blades. And then inhale, bring your palms towards your chest, wide across collarbones. You can look up if that feels okay in your neck. Otherwise, exhale, chin towards chest open, right in between the shoulder blades. Look down. And then inhale. Bring your palms towards your chest, look up. And just continue here. So you're really thinking about your shoulder blades. Each time your palms flip forward and come forward, your shoulder blades kind of draw apart. So you're opening up right at the back of your heart. All right, this next time as your palms come towards your chest, you're gonna release your arms down. Yeah, inhale, roll shoulders up, and exhale, roll back. I'm gonna just do two more things with the neck and arm variation. So right arm lifts up, so I'm mirroring you. And as you side bend towards the left, let your left hand kind of slide down your side of your leg. Inhale, you're gonna come right back up, and then exhale, switch. So another option too, if you look down at your hand that's sliding down your leg. Yeah, come right back up. Look down at your left hand. And now you're gonna come right back up and switch. Yeah, let's do one more to the left, and I'm going to vary it up a little bit. Okay, so adding on right here. So as your left arm lifts up, yeah, let's start with the left arm. You're going to flip your palm out and then down, so you're kind of flexing, yeah, and then maybe look towards the right. And then as you come back center, right arm lifts up. Okay, flip your palm towards the right. Flex your hand down as you look towards the left. Perfect, and then just continue here. So now you're kind of pushing out a little bit more. And it gets a little bit more into the wrists as well. One more time to the left, and then one more to the right. And then one more to the right. Great. And slowly release here, and now you're gonna lift your right heel up, really flex your foot, and then switch, left heel up. Perfect, yeah, getting a little bit more to the ankles, nice. All right, and then slowly set both heels down, and you're gonna step your right foot forward, and you're gonna come into warrior two. So I'll demonstrate this way. Yeah, so remember, we were already there on the ground. Oh, floor is gonna be stick here. So as you step out, shoulders, hips are going to be fairly facing towards the mirrors. Please make sure your front knee is directly above your ankle and your knee isn't pulled inward. So bend through your front knee just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Shoulders stay right above your hips. Because a lot of times what happens is there's a tendency to kind of want to lean forward. Stay present, shoulders above your hips. Yeah. Okay, now from here, really push down into your front foot. Straighten out your front leg as your arms lift. And then exhale, rebend. There we go. Inhale, you're going to straighten. And then exhale, rebend. One more in.
And then exhale. Now this time you're going to clasp your hands behind you, draw the knuckles back, and then hinge upper body forward just a few inches. Think of your right shoulder coming towards your inner right knee. You don't have to go too far for this to be opening. Yeah, good. Yeah. Back foot is anchored down to the floor. Long inhale lifts you up, unleash your fingertips, and reach your right arm towards the ceiling. Yeah. And then slowly as you come right back up, you're going to lift your right toes up and then turn, starting with your right hip, towards the long edge of your mat. Reach your arms all the way out and then exhale, side bend towards the right. Good. And then inhale, you're going to come right back up, side bend towards the left. Nice. And just continue to go side to side right here. Yeah. It's great for the side body, but it is also really, really nice for the low back. Any big lateral movements. And then slowly lift, bring your hands on your hips. Actually, this is what I will do. I'm going to slide your hips back as you bend your right knee. There we go. Inhale, you're going to straighten right back up. Bend your left knee as you slide your hips back. So bend one knee at a time. Yeah, there we go. And then you'll just switch. You don't have to go too far here. Because what you're doing is you're just opening up into the inner thigh. Good. And then slowly as you come right back center, now you're going to lift your left toes up and then starting with your left hip, turn towards the back of the room and come into warrior two that way. Yeah, reaching your arms out. Beautiful. You can bring the back leg a little bit straighter so you're really pressing into the outer edge of your right foot, sorry. And then from here, inhale, you're going to lift your fingertips up, straighten out through your front leg, and then exhale, rebend. Really nice. Inhale, lift. Don't worry about leaning forward too much. Okay, stay present. Shoulders right above your hips. One more. Good. And then exhale. Really nice. Yeah, and then from here, lean forward. This front forearm comes slightly above the front knee. Top arm reaches. Yeah. Yeah, so you can stay here or you can clasp your hands. I think that's what I did on the first one. Yeah. So either way. And then exhale, reverse. Really good. Nice. Okay, and then slowly as you lift right back up, lift your left toes up, starting with your left hip, turn it towards the long edge of your mat. This time you're going to hinge all the way forward. Yeah. Good. Good, and then from here, feel free to bend one knee and then the other. Okay, and then just as slowly as you come back, send your hands onto your hips. Long inhale lifts you right back up. Heel toe your feet in, feet are hip width and parallel. Beautiful. Okay, and then turn towards the top of the mat. Okay. So a little bit of balance here. So feel free to always step off the mat if you need. The floor is nice and sticky sometimes too. So this first one is at the figure 4. So you're going to soften up your knees, ground down into your right foot, and then left ankle comes right above your right knee. Okay, so flex your foot. And then you're going to slide your hips back. You can always reach your fingertips forward or bring your hands onto the bars or onto the wall in front of you. Nice. Yeah. So keep your top foot flexed. And just remember the balance pose, it's not about how still you can get. It's more about how present you can be, which I think is way harder than any pose really. Balance is very interesting to me now. And then just as slowly as you come right back up. Yeah, really nice. Set both feet down, perfect. And then feel free to switch here. Good. Yep. I know. Take your time with it. Yeah, there we go. And then slowly, yes, there we go. Good, and then just as slowly as you come right back up, set both feet down. Okay, so I'm gonna just do the sister pose of this is the Gardasana, which is eagle pose. So your knees are gonna soften up. Let's start with your right foot grounded. So your right foot can stay grounded and then left leg over. For me right now, I'm just actually going to rest my right toes onto the floor, but you're bending your right knee as well. And your hips are fairly level. You're gonna reach your arms out. And because left leg is over, left arm is gonna come under the right, Either give yourselves a big hug or come into full Gardasana. Yeah, there we go. And then slowly as you come right back up, unravel, set both feet down. Really nice. You're going to ground down into your left foot and then your other leg goes over. So finding that little ease, yeah? Good. Bend both knees here. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. So it's very similar to the other pose that we were starting out with. Okay. And then slowly as you come right back up, release both feet right back down. Perfect. Okay. So because your inner thighs are a little bit more open, kind of depends on how you feel with your knees. Coming into frog pose, yeah. So we'll turn towards the mirrors so we're all facing the same direction. Definitely have towels nearby if you want to pad your knees. So I'm gonna give you a couple of options. If coming onto your knees is not so fun, you can just have your feet apart and then hinge forward. Okay. 2. Choosing this little nice patty. 2, you're going to slowly come onto your knees. Still. Yeah, and then bring your hands down, and you're going to slowly open your knees out. So ankles right underneath your knees. And then from here, you can slowly come onto your forearms. Not exactly the greatest pose for me right now, so I'm just gonna talk at you. Yeah, and you're gonna bring your knees apart. So away from each other. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, exactly. And then from here, you can stay here. Yeah. Once your hips tell you to stop, please stop. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And some of you might want to lean forward a little bit. Others you might want to lean back a little bit. Yeah. So find kind of what works for you now. Maybe today it looks a little bit more like a wide-legged child's pose. one looks actually comfortable, and that is not a word I can say about this pose. Good, and then within the next breath or so, slowly start to, walk back. Yeah. Is that okay on your knees, Buster? Is that okay on your knees?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Got out of the pool before, so.
Oh,
And,
kind of just slowly coming out, yeah. And then slowly, as you come right back, and just turn towards the top of your mat and then just come into child's pose here. There we go. Perfect. And then just as gently as you come right back up, let's come into a couple of cat cows to kind of loosen up into the shoulders. Great. Yeah, and then slowly as you bring your spine back neutral, let's come on to our backs here. Yeah, just gonna reopen into a low back. So as you come onto your backs, let's bring your feet about mat width apart. And then you'll just windshield wiper your knees a little bit more side to side. Yeah, there we go. Wide feet.
Oh.
Perfect. And as you bring your knees over towards the right, maybe your left arm can lift up and down, can come into a little circle. Good. And then just as slowly, when you feel pretty complete on the side, feel free to switch over to the other side. However, if this is your tighter side, feel free to stay in it a little longer. Then slowly, as you come right back center, both feet hip width and parallel, and let's bring your right ankle right above your left knee into a figure 4. And keep your left foot onto the floor, and you're just going to release the sacrum a little bit. So move side to side, side to side. And then gradually this movement's going to get a little bit bigger and bigger as you feel warmer and warmer in your muscles.
And then you can bring your right foot towards the left and just open up a little bit more to the outer hips here. Or come into a full-on twist if you prefer.
Hmm.
And then let's switch your legs. So this first one, adding on movements, left ankle right above your right knee. Just move a little bit side to side. Yeah. Good, and I'll let you choose when you want to turn this into a twist and or just continue.
Hmm.
And then slowly, whenever you feel ready, come right back. Center, yeah, and set both feet down onto the floor, feet hip width and parallel. Let's come to a bridge flow here. So hands by your side, inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms all the way up overhead. Yeah, there we go. And then exhale, gently release right back down. Nice. Good, and then just continue, keep your feet down onto the floor, so you're really pushing into your feet as you lift your hips. Yeah, so you can keep both feet down onto the floor. And when you're ready, feel free to stay here. Yeah, arms can be whatever variation you prefer. Sometimes if you need a little more stability or you're newer to this pose, you can press the backs of your arms down, arms into 90 degrees, and then just lift your hips up. Perfect. So make sure your feet are hip width and parallel, and then your entire soles of your feet stay on the floor. There we go. And it's a little reminder, rather than having your feet really wide, I do suggest bringing your feet about hip width parallel, which is about a fist or two fist distance between your feet. And then as you exhale, slowly release your hips right back down. Good, and then just pause right here. Pause right here. And then maybe draw the soles of your feet together, knees apart. And once again, feel that pause. Yeah. So rest your low back a little bit. And then slowly come into happy baby.
So hands to the instep or the outside of your feet. Just move a little bit side to side. Good.
Hmm.
If there's any other pose that your body really wants you to do, feel free to go into that. Otherwise, slide into your Shavasana.
Hmm.
Keep your eyes closed. Start to wiggle toes and fingers. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale out. Reach your arms all the way up overhead. Take a deep inhale. Yeah. Exhale once again. Let's draw your knees in and just move a little bit side to side. Good. Now when you're ready, either roll up and come into a fetal position and then sit up. Roll your shoulders up and then exhale, roll them back. Once again, chin towards your chest and just move your head a little bit more side to side, and hopefully that feels much better on the neck. And then as you bring your head back upright, let's pause here. Just a little bit more quietness. And this next time, reach your arms out and up. Palms come together and trace the line. One more breath all the way in. And then one more breath all the way out. Seven. Gratitude. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much.
Class.